Would you believe me if I told you that Barou scored the very first goal in Blue Lock's first selection? And can you guess which of these players never scored at all? Well, hold on tight, because starting with the Tyrant King's opening goal, I'm breaking down every single goal from Blue Lock's first selection in just a few minutes. Let's get into it. So here's the thing. At this point in the story, the Blue Lock players still don't really know their style or what role they're supposed to play to survive. I mean, these guys are all strikers, and most of them don't even want to try playing any other role. Even though Team Z actually talked about their formation before the match, once the game started, they didn't really care about any of that. Mid-game, everyone's too focused on what Ego said about creating soccer from zero, even though none of them really knew what that was supposed to mean yet. Kunigami, Raichi, and pretty much everybody else is trying to be the main character. It's a mess. Even Isagi's lost and has no idea what he's supposed to do. Right in the middle of all that chaos, Barou grabs the ball and takes off. He speeds through the field, heel flicks right past Isagi, hits 2 clean nutmegs back to back, and slams the ball straight into the goal. After the first goal, the background characters on Team X decided to play support for Barou and help him score more. So now, Team X is playing like a real squad, with Barou as their main guy. But Team Z isn't letting that slide. Even Igarashi, of all people, tries to be the hero and completely flops. Team X's teamwork is starting to click. So Isagi and the others all lock in on Barou, thinking he's selfish and won't ever pass. But guess what? He actually passes the ball. First to NPC-1. Then NPC-1 passes to NPC-2. Lemon tries to stop the shot but fails. Score is now 2-0 for Team X. After that, Team Z's attack just fell apart. Isagi still can't find a way to score his first goal in this match. And with Team X suddenly acting like an actual team, Barou and his cardboard cutout teammates just run wild. They rack it up to 5-0. Now there's like 3 minutes left. No way they're catching up. So Bachara hits up Isagi with a crazy idea. How about we just try to score 1 goal together? Just for us. You can see the ego fire up in both their eyes. Isagi sprints toward the goal while Bachara weaves through defenders like it's nothing and sends a clean pass. Isagi's about to take the shot, but Barou blocks him. And now Isagi's freaking out. He's got 3 options. Force it and shoot past Barou, pass to Raichi who's wide open, or pass to Kunigami who's marked by 1 defender. At the last second, Isagi's vision widens. He sees the whole field, catches the center of the goal, and fires the ball to Kunigami, who nails it with a sick left-footed shot. Raichi's mad salty about not getting the ball, but whatever. Time's up. Final score, Team X wins 5-1. While Team Z is taking a break, the second match in Blue Lock's Building 5 wraps up. And man, it's not even close. Team V, made up of Nagi, Rio, and Zontets, completely smashes Nico's Team Y with an 8-0 win. At the start, both teams are basically just a mess. Like in early Team X, before they started passing to Barou, everyone was doing their own thing. Players are crowding the ball, trying to make solo plays. Nico sees what's going on and plays smart, placing himself where the ball might pop loose. And it works, he gets it. But before he can do anything, Rio steals it from him. Then Zontets comes out of nowhere, takes it from Rio, and scores. 1 goal down. The game restarts, but the chaos doesn't stop. This time, Rio gets the ball, breaks through everyone, and outplays both Nico and Zontets on defense. The two even bump heads trying to stop him. Rio takes the chance and scores again. The game keeps going, and things only get worse for Team Y. Nico's starting to realize his style of play just isn't enough against these monsters. Rio and Zontets start turning into a one-on-one show. They each score another goal, bringing the total to 4-0. Team Y's already gassed out, and Rio finishes off his hat trick by completely shaking off Zontets and scoring again. It's now 5-0, total domination. But here's the thing, Rio doesn't just want to carry the team. He wants to play alongside Nagi. The problem? Nagi's asleep at the goal. Literally, the dude's using the net as a hammock. So, to wake him up, Rio makes him a deal. If Nagi scores 3 goals, he gets his phone back. That's part of Blue Lock's goal exchange system. 1 goal gets you 300G of sirloin steak, 3 gets you your phone, 5 gets you a deluxe bed, and 10 goals means a full day outside. Nagi just says, "You could have let me use your points instead." Rio obviously says no, and that's all Nagi needs to get serious. Right after that, Rio gives him a perfect pass, Nagi traps it clean, then lands a crazy bicycle shot. 1 down, 2 to go. Nico's mentally done at this point. And Nagi? He finishes the job. 2 more goals just like that. Team V wins 8-0. Nagi gets his phone. Quick timeout. Before we move on to the next goal, if you're enjoying the video so far, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Alright, let's kick off. After getting crushed by Team X, Team Z has a team meeting led by Kuon. Everyone reveals their weapon, except for Jigiri, who keeps his a secret for now. To avoid repeating their last mistake, where everyone just chased the ball, Kuon comes up with a new strategy. It's called the Next Up It's Me 11. Though Isagi thinks the name sounds lame, the idea is still solid. Each player will take turns being the main focus of the attack, and the rest of the team will support them with a formation that fits their weapon. Lemon stays as the goalie, and Jigiri sticks to defense. So now, the next up It's Me 9 kicks off against Team Y. Team Z starts the match using their new plan, but it's not really working yet. Then Nico grabs a loose ball and instantly spots his chance. Okawa, who's been silent the whole game, suddenly bursts forward into a shooting range. Nico launches a long pass, and Okawa controls it easily. With one shot, he beat Lemon and scored the first goal. Turns out Team Y has been saving Okawa's powerful shooting as their secret weapon, waiting for the perfect moment. Team Z tries their strategy again, but Team Y snatches the ball right away. Now that they're in the lead, Team Y shifts into full defense mode. They just pass the ball around their half, wasting time. And since Team Z can't win the ball back, they can't rotate players or execute any formation changes. Even after halftime, it's the same thing. Team Z is running out of stamina and time. If they don't score, they're out. Finally, Imamura kicks it into gear with his romantic soccer and puts pressure on the ball. He doesn't win it outright, but Gagamaru uses his insane body control and agility to go for a driving header. It doesn't go in, at least not yet. Bachira follows up, and Isagi sprints to a spot on the field. His scent of the goal activates. He predicts that Nico is waiting for the ball to land in that exact area, and he's right. Isagi blocks Nico's moves and tries to score, but Nico blocks him too. That's when Gagamaru shows up and blasts the ball into the net. Goal! It's 1-1. And now, Isagi realizes that Nico is the brain behind Team Y. And from here on out, Isagi's gonna make him his target. The score stays locked at 1-1, and there's only 1 minute left on the clock. Team Y still has possession, and they're doing what they've been doing the whole game, stalling. That is, until now. Okawa picks up the ball in his own half. And instead of charging ahead by himself like he's done the entire match, this time, the entire Team Y joins in the attack. They're going all in. It's their final move, a one-kill counter. It's like something straight out of the Uber's design against Bastard München, the Berserker formation. Even crazier is that Nico is also part of that play. Team Z barely has any players back on defense. Nico charges forward with the ball, and Lemon gets ready for a one-on-one. He locks in on Nico, fully expecting the shot. But at the last second, Nico makes a surprise pass to Okawa. Just when it looks like Team Y's about to win, Isagi reads the play perfectly. He leaps in and cuts off the pass mid-air. The moment he touches the ball, Isagi feels the scent of the goal. He knows this is it. He shuts the whole play down. Team Z goes on the counter. Isagi sends the ball to Kunigami, who quickly relays it to Bachira. Bachira weaves through defenders, looking for the perfect opening. He spots it and makes the pass. Igarashi thinks it's meant for Gagamaru, but no. Bachira's true target is Isagi. Isagi takes the shot and seals the deal. The game ends 2-1. Team Z wins. But you see, something shifts in Nico after this match. After hearing Isagi say he's not meant to be a striker, Nico realizes that he's been playing with zero ego. That's about to change. He decides that in Team Y's next matches, he'll be their top scorer. And watching all of this unfold from behind the monitor is Ego, and the egoist is smiling. This match kicks off what'll become a real showcase of Team V's trio consisting of Nagi, Ryo, and Zontetsu finally working together. But before they can shine, the Wanima brothers from Team W make their move first. The Wanimas link up perfectly and immediately shut down Ryo since they know he's the heart of Team V's plays. They zip around the field with a series of quick passes, slipping through even Nagi like crocodiles on the hunt. Junichi finishes the attack by scoring the first goal of the match. Team W takes the early lead. With Ryo being tightly marked, Team V is stuck. Their usual scoring options are locked up. So now, it's on Nagi and Zontetsu to step up. Nagi traps the ball and sends it to Zontetsu, who explodes forward with his speed. He cuts through the defense, but just when it looks like he'll score, the Wanima brothers shut him down and block the shot. However, this creates a new opening. Nagi, being lazy as always, suggests using Ryo and Zontetsu as a combo so they can score, and he doesn't have to move much. Of course, Ryo and Zontetsu aren't into the idea. To be fair, Ryo taught Zontetsu how he could use his speed as a weapon, but Zontetsu obviously doesn't take that well because he got called an idiot by Ryo a few times now. Anyway, the match goes on. Ryo passes to Nagi, but Nagi's triple teamed. So instead, he kicks the ball into Zontetsu's territory, his golden zone, where his speed gives him the best scoring chances. Zontetsu dashes right into it, locks onto the goal, and blasts it in. Now it's 1-1. Then, out of nowhere, Zontetsu runs over to Ryo and asks him to explain more about how to dominate his range and win. He still doesn't like Ryo much, but now he's ready to cooperate. Zontetsu steals the ball from Team W, flies past the defenders using his crazy acceleration, and passes to Nagi. Team W is completely falling apart. Nagi knows it and wastes no time sending the ball to Ryo. Ryo finishes with a clean shot. It's 2-1. After that, Team V just keeps farming goals. Zontet scores the next goal with his speed. Nagi scores right after. And to wrap things up, Nagi straight up toys with Team W and scores again. Final score, 5-1. They use their points to grab themselves a high-quality deluxe bed. Team Z's next match is against Team W, and with Team V's insane lead, things are getting serious. If they lose this game, they're basically done for, so Team Z takes this one seriously. They scout Team W's playstyle and even take a hard look at themselves too. First off, their old strategy, Operation Next Up It's Me 9, isn't going to cut it anymore. Their coordination was a mess and they wasted time, so they switch it up. The new plan is to use a front three of players with matching weapons that work well together. These trios will rotate every 30 minutes. Kawan even gave this strategy the name Operation Southern All-Stars. Take that how you will. But don't be fooled. You see, Kawan has a shady plan up his sleeve, and it's going to come into play during this match. Before that, we see that Team Y won against Team X 4-3. And while watching Team W's previous match against Team X, Team Z figures out their biggest threat, the Wanima brothers. Their chemistry is off the charts. They scored 4 goals against Barou with their deadly combo plays. Their strengths are insane timing, short passes, sharp movements, and scary level coordination. However, they need to be in sync to work, so Team Z plans to split them up before they can link. The match begins, and despite all the prep, the Wanima brothers of Kisuke and Junichi go off. Their weapon is eye contact. With just a look, they instantly know what the other is thinking. They blitz through the field with perfect link-up play. They're about to score when Isagi steps in. He cuts off the pass with a rough interception. Technically, it's a foul, but lucky for Team Z, there's no ref to call it. Also, it turns out that the Wanima brothers used to be teammates with Chigiri, and in this match, they're clearly trying to get into his head. Anyway, now it's Team Z's turn to attack. Imamura kicks it off to Igarashi, who lobs it high toward Kuan. With his great jumping ability, Kuan reaches it and nails in a clean header into the goal. The score is 1-0 for Team Z. Team W has the ball, but Kunigami snatches it with ease and launches it toward Bachira. Bachira dribbles through the midfield, scanning for a play. Right now, their top option is Kuan. Knowing Kuan's weapon and timing, Bachira sends a perfect pass right into his path. Kuan controls it with his chest and rockets it straight into the goal. Kuan is heating up. A few minutes later, the next formation, Naruhaya, Raichi, and Gagamaru switches in. But before they can set anything up, Junichi blatantly fouls Naruhaya. Team Z is awarded a free kick. Bachira steps up, reads the field, and spots the soft spot near Kuan. He lobs it there, and Kuan finishes it off with another goal. Those are 3 goals for Kuan in this match alone, and it's a full hat trick. Team Z is now up 3-0. Just when it looks like Operation Southern All-Stars is going great, things take a turn. Bachira, Isagi, and the others realize too late that Kuan had a hidden plan all along. The second half kicks off, and right away, Team W gets a goal. Here's how. Raichi pushes forward, looking for a chance, but Junichi blocks his path. Kuan calls for the ball and says he'll help reset the play. But instead of a safe move, it turns out to be a trap. Kisuke swoops in, steals the ball from Kuan, and instantly links up with his brother. Chigiri hesitates, clearly still afraid of aggravating his injury. That moment of fear gives Team W just enough room to score. Lemon can't block it. The score is now 3-1. Even with that goal, Team Z still leads by 2. If they just hold on, they'll win. But then Kuan makes another bad call. He passes back to Isagi, and it's way too risky. Isagi's caught off guard by the sudden move, and before he can react, Junichi jumps in and intercepts it. With the ball now back in Team W's control, the Wanima brothers lock in and blast through Team Z's defense again. Now, Team Z's lead has been cut to just 1 goal. Kuan knows that the last goal was on him, so he drops to his knees and apologizes to the team. But the moment he lifts his head, Isagi notices something no one else does. Kuan is smiling. 15 minutes into the second half, Team Z activates their final rotation. The trio of Isagi, Kunigami, and Bachira. Isagi sends the ball to Kunigami, who scans the field. A mid-range lefty shot isn't an option right now, and Bachira's dribbling is their best bet to break through. But defenders are already shutting down their paths. With no good moves, Kunigami returns the ball to Isagi. Here's the weird part. For some reason, Team W seems to know exactly how Team Z's formation works. They're countering everything with precision like they've studied Team Z's weapons. Isagi can't smell a goal. Suddenly, Junichi steals the ball from him. Kisuke scoops it up and makes a perfect pass back to Junichi. Kuan jumps in, pretending to block, but he messes up on purpose. Junichi scores. It's now 3-3. The match is tied. Isagi walks straight up to Kuan and asks him a question. Are you betraying us? The Wanima brothers speak up and they reveal everything. Team Z's weapons, weaknesses, and formations were all leaked by Kuan himself. Just the night before the match, he met with Team W and offered them a deal. In exchange for insider info, they would let him score 3 goals. Kwon is now Team Z's top scorer. So, even if Team Z loses and gets eliminated, Kwon still has a chance to move on to Blue Lock's next selection. The match resumes and Kwon passes the ball to Team W. From this moment on, it's 12 versus 10. Team Z is fighting with a huge disadvantage. This is Kwon's ego on full display. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if it means stabbing his own teammates in the back. Now playing for the enemy, Kwon assists Kisuke, who drives the ball into the net. Team W takes the lead. The score is now 4-3. Even with everything going against them, Team Z still has a shot. When Junichi goes for a goal, Lemon blocks it and shouts out what everyone needs to hear. They only need one goal. A draw would keep them tied with Team W in the rankings, and if they can score big the next match, they'll still have a chance to survive. But time is running out. There's only 5 minutes left, and they're still playing 10 versus 12. Even Chigiri looks defeated. He's already convincing himself that this loss is his reason to finally give up on soccer for good. Then, Blue Lock announces 3 minutes of extra time. Isagi takes off, still fighting to create a goal, but it gets completely shut down. Chigiri watches it all, and he realizes something. Seeing Isagi push forward with everything he's got reminds Chigiri of who he used to be. That belief that he could be the best in the world. In that moment, something deep inside Chigiri reignites. The ball rolls toward the touchline. Isagi stretches and keeps it in play just in time. Meanwhile, Chigiri finishes his inner monologue. Right now, he doesn't care if this is his last play or if he ruins his knee. He lets go of everything that's held him back. Isagi suddenly smells a goal. He senses someone charging down the opposite wing and sends the ball to a spot no one expects. Team W thinks it's a useless pass since no one is there. Kwon steps in to clear it, but then Chigiri arrives. With explosive speed, he catches up to the ball. He blazes down the field, flying past every defender. It's like he's passing to himself, slicing through Team W like they're standing still. Right now, Chigiri is in a state of trance. He feels the thrill of the moment, the pressure and the need to score. Chigiri slams the ball into the net, tying the game at 4-4. The final whistle blows. Team Z and Team W ended in a draw. The match kicks off and Zontetsu goes straight for Barou, using his speed and physicality. While Barou is pushed off rhythm, Ryo intercepts his dribble and dishes the ball to Nagi. Nagi returns the favor with a smooth pass and Ryo slams it into the goal. Team V leads 1-0. You see, this is actually Team X's final game, and Barou's teammates are done following him blindly. They know only the top scorer survives, so they've mentally checked out. Barou, however, doesn't give a nutmeg about their feelings. After all, they've come this far because of him, or so that's what Barou thinks. Team V takes advantage. Zontetsu scores the second goal, and before Team X can react, Nagi smashes in the third. It's already 3-0. But Barou isn't finished. After Ryo steals from Team X and passes to Nagi, Barou intercepts it mid-play. He surges past Nagi, cuts through Ryo and Zontetsu's defense the moment they try to swap positions, and bursts through the opening. No one can stop him as he fires a powerful shot into the net. Team X gets there first, and it's all Barou. The score is 3-1. With that, the first half is done, and Barou certainly sends his message that this won't be an easy win. What's more, Barou calls Nagi Ryo's slave, mocking their combo play. That hits a nerve. As the second half begins, Ryo sends a sharp pass to Nagi, and Nagi, now mega mad, drills it into the goal without hesitation. That makes it 4-1. Nagi's goal may have looked cool, but Barou isn't impressed. He thinks Nagi is just a puppet. Meanwhile, Team X regains possession, and an NPC passes the ball forward. Barou shoves him out of the way, leaps up, and scores a clean header to make it 4-2. Some teammates think Barou might carry them again, but it's too late for them. As the match restarts, Nagi suddenly makes a strong off-the-ball run, and even Ryo is caught off guard. He quickly sends a pass. Nagi traps it with the back of his foot, and in that moment, you can see his ego flare up. Nagi is challenging Barou head-on. Barou fouls him, but the ref ignores it. Nagi grabs Barou, calls him pathetic, and launches a shot right into the net. Game over. 5-2. Team X loses, but Barou leaves with a vow. Next time, he'll make Nagi his underling. As if once wasn't enough, Kwon tries to pull his betrayal move again, this time before Team Z's match against Team V. But of course, Nagi, Ryo, and Zontetsu aren't buying it. They turn him down without a second thought. Just before they walk away, Nagi leaves him with a few words. He casually wonders if soccer is still fun to play, even when you lose. Isagi overhears this, and something about it rubs him the wrong way. He can't accept that Nagi's looking down on the game like that. Keep that in the back of your mind because that feeling is going to play a huge role in this upcoming match. Before we jump in, let's quickly recap the current standings. Team Y's match with Team W ended in a draw, thanks to Nico evening the score. That means Team Z now sits in third place. And, because of the goal difference, even a draw in their next match won't be enough to push them into the top 2. Simply put, it's win or go home. And the team they're up against? Not easy to beat. Team V has been tearing through everyone, racking up 18 goals in just 3 games. Zantetz has 5 of those, Rio has 6, and Nagi leads the team with 7. With all this pressure, Ego gives Team Z one mission: find your formula for creating goals. It's not enough to just score once, you need a repeatable process, a method. And that's what Isagi's going to focus on during this match, figuring out how to recreate his goals again and again. With that objective in mind, the match begins. Team Z starts by analyzing every attacking pattern Team V has. They've studied the surface level strengths of Nagi, Rio, and Zantetz, and they try to cut off their sequences. Bachira and Isagi double mark Rio, forcing him to give up the ball to Zantetz. Team Z already knows Zantetz's preferred zone, mid-range shots from a tight angle on the right, so Raichi and Naruhaya are already in place to block it. Zantetz can't shoot, so he passes to Nagi. That too was expected. Igarashi intercepts the pass, and just like that, Team Z launches a full field counter with a long ball. Gagamaru drives in for the header, but it misses. Watching this play unfold, Rio gets fired up. He immediately launches a quick counter of his own, sending the ball straight to Nagi. And Nagi, without even thinking, traps it with his foot in midair like it's nothing, then blasts it into the net. And just like that, Team V takes the lead. But Nagi's reaction is odd. He's confused. That counter felt way too easy. Team Z tried to do it and failed. Meanwhile, he and Rio just made it happen. The match restarts. Kunigami sees an opening and charges forward, aiming for his golden zone. But Rio reads it like a book, blocks him, and steals the ball. He passes to Nagi like before. Raichi and Igarashi think they've got Nagi figured out this time. They think the earlier play was just a fluke. But nope, Nagi traps the ball and instantly fires off a clean goal. Just like that, Team V scores again. With the score now 2-0, Team Z's morale starts to slip. Raichi yells at Kunigami for missing his chance, and Kunigami's just as frustrated. Honestly, the only ones still holding it together mentally are Isagi and, surprisingly, Igarashi. So Team Z sends out their speedster, Chigiri. He takes off with blazing speed, aiming to score, but Zantetz matches him step by step. In quick bursts, this guy's even faster. Zantetz passes to Rio, who sets up a play that makes it look like he'll pass to Nagi again. Team Z rushes to block that route, but they completely forgot about Zantetz. Rio passes to him instead. And with the perfect setup in his golden zone, Zantetz fires it in. Another goal. Team Z is now down 3-0. With that third goal, Team Z's spirit is basically falling apart. Some players are on the verge of giving up. They're one step away from turning on each other, just like in the first match against Team X. Yet there's one player who's getting fired up. Sure, Team V's goals are genius level, but for Bachira, that just means he needs to be super special too. His egoist eyes are on full throttle. The monster inside him is telling Bachira to be excited even in this situation. Bachira pulls off a lightning-fast scissor move, then spins through Rio with a roulette. Next, he hits an air elastico and blows right past Zantetz. Just 3 more players to beat. And Bachira tears right through all of them and dribbles around the keeper. He's in a complete trance as he then outplays him and scores Team Z's super special first goal in this match. The thing is, this goal actually has a formula. In essence, it is a goal born from Bachira's dribbling weapon. He surpasses his limit by following a formula of weapon A x situation B. Because their initial formulas coming into this game aren't working, Bachira finds a new one, and it pays off. In short, if Team Z doesn't try new things and evolve mid-game, they're basically locked off. With 65 minutes left in the match, Team Z is finally locked in. Isagi takes control. He tells Raichi to mark Rio and has Gagamaru and Shigiri cover any gaps that open up. The goal now is simple: stop Rio before he can feed the ball to Nagi. With this, Team V just acquired 2 ultimate challenges. With Rio constantly marked, he can't set anything up. And if Zantetz wants to score or assist, he has to completely outrun Shigiri and the other way around. Now, Nagi isn't able to show his full potential, even if his shot is blocked by Igarashi's "nah, I'd win" face. Then, Bachira passes to Kunigami. As always, Kunigami wants to get into his golden zone, 28 meters out, the perfect distance for his mid-range power shot. But Team V's defense is on him hard. He's got 2 options: pass it to Gagamaru or take the shot despite being out of range. Isagi tells him to stop hesitating, so Kunigami thinks, if this were my last match, what would I do? He locks onto the ball's sweet spot and launches a full-power technical shot from outside his golden zone, and it hits. Team Z is just 1 goal away from tying it up. The second half kicks off. Gagamaru tries a wild scorpion kick, but it fails. Zantetz blocks it, and the ball bounces toward Isagi. He's in range, but the problem is he still can't shoot. Unlike Kunigami or Bachira, who have physical and technical weapons, Isagi's spatial awareness isn't enough on its own to get him a goal. The ball gets stolen. To make things worse, Nagi calls him out, says he's useless. He asks why he's still playing and says if he had that little talent, he would have quit soccer already. But it's at that moment that Isagi starts to understand that his spatial awareness gets him into the right spot. But if he doesn't develop a finishing go-to weapon, it means nothing. Meanwhile, Raichi's still on Ryo, and without Ryo, Nagi is stuck. Raichi rubs it in, saying Ryo's nothing without Nagi. That gets under Ryo's skin. So, Ryo throws an elbow at Raichi, and it earns him a yellow card. One more and he's out. Now, let's shift to the other key matchup, Zantetsu vs Chigiri. You see, Zantetsu's acceleration and reaction speed are insane. If the distance is more than 10 meters, Zantetsu has the advantage because of his explosive acceleration. So, Chigiri creates his own sprint zone. He kicks the ball far ahead like he's passing to himself, luring Zantetsu out of his zone. Then he sprints. Chigiri hits a top speed of 50 meters in 5.77 seconds, catches up to the ball, and smashes it into the net. Right now, Ryo's shaken. He's scared that they're going to lose, and Nagi can feel that fear. So, for the first time, Nagi steps up. He dribbles right past Igarashi like it's nothing and sends the ball to Zantetsu. Then he calls Zantetsu to deliver a killer pass into the box, and this is the first time Nagi's actually asked for a pass. Nagi traps the ball midair and lands a monster goal, putting Team V back in the lead. For the first time, Nagi's genuinely hyped. He even says soccer is fun now. It turns out that Isagi and Team Z aren't the only ones leveling up in this match. Nagi's awakening too. Now that Team V is ahead again, the obvious move for Team Z would be to play it safe and focus on defense. But that also makes it harder to score. Raichi reminds them that their defense and offense only worked so far because of how aggressive he's been. The only real option left is to attack. Bachira kicks things off with a pass to Chigiri. Chigiri launches the ball ahead and sprints to chase it down, but this time, Nagi reads the play and shows up at the end of the line to intercept it. At the last second, Isagi slides in and beats Nagi to the ball. Chigiri sees a clear shot at the goal and takes it, but the ball bounces off the post. Gagamaru finds himself open and fires, but it's blocked again. The rebound lands right in Kunigami's zone, and with a strong left-footed strike, he scores. Team Z ties the game. It's now 4-4. You see, Isagi saw this entire sequence before it happened. It was like a vision played out in his head. Isagi followed that vision step by step, and the pieces all fit like a jigsaw puzzle solving itself. It's the start of Isagi tapping into metavision, even if he doesn't fully realize it yet. Ego himself describes evolution like this. According to him, awakening is when all of your past thoughts and experiences come together like jigsaw puzzle pieces. In the most intense moments when you have to win, after countless trials and errors, the pieces fall into place and a new ego is born. Only one goal remains. The game resumes with Zantetsu sending a fast counter pass to Nagi. Isagi tries to stop it, but Nagi traps the ball on his back and glides right past him. It's over. Or at least it seems like. Kwon charges in out of nowhere and crashes into Nagi, knocking him down hard. He stops the goal and saves the team, but that tackle earns Kwon a red card. His fair play points drop below Kunigami's, meaning if Team V wins, he's out. He sacrificed his own chance at survival. Only 3 minutes are left now. Because of Kwon's foul, Team V gets a free kick. Ryo takes the shot himself, but Lemon stops it. The ball ultimately bounces straight to Nagi, and for a second, it looks like it's all over. But Gagamaru leaps in and blocks the shot just in time. Isagi grabs the ball. He connects with Bachira, Chigiri, and Kunigami. He can practically smell the goal. Team V's NPC players try to stop them, even if it means fouling. But Isagi's movement is so sharp that he avoids them every time. He's even using the other three's pressure as bait. He passes to Kunigami, but Zantetsu surprises them by catching up and intercepting. The ball's flying toward the sideline, but Raichi powers through with his stamina, catches the ball and sends it to Bachira. Chigiri and Kunigami instantly move into scoring positions. Isagi watches the defense shift to them, and at that moment, he sees it. A tiny opening, 19 meters from the goal, on the left. That's his territory. Bachira passes the ball to him, but Nagi appears again. Isagi freezes. His goal scent vanishes. He can't see the goal anymore. This is where his awakening happens. Isagi breaks down everything he's learned. The puzzle pieces fall into place. He finds a formula for scoring. Weapon and spatial awareness plus skills multiplied by direct shot. He takes a shot, and Team Z wins. But now that you know about every goal in Blue Lock's first selection, it's time to learn more about the most insane goals in the Neo Egoist League. And we covered all of that, and more, in this video. Click here to check it out.